Right, I'll start again. I tried to video me doing making one of these boxes up last night. I made it all up, this one, and realised I didn't have the record button pressed. So here I am, going to do another one for you today. Hopefully. Alright, so what you need to make the birdhouse is 3 pieces of white card, 1 sheet of 12 by 12 pattern paper, glue, hot glue gun if you prefer, bits of embellishments, a little bird, whatever you want to put on it basically. Right then, I will start. I have cut the shapes out already to save a bit of time. That is the front, and that measures, where are we? Bear with me, I've only gone and lost it again. Right, that measures 5 3/4 down and 3 1/2 across. You cut the corners off 3 inches and you put the hole where you like. Obviously you don't have to have a heart, you could have a hole, you could have a square. So that's that one. Yeah? And there's the paper to match it. The next one is just the same but with no hole. And there's the paper. These ones, this is one of the sides. There's 2 of these. Sorry about that. Nutcases on the street with a motorbike. This one is 5 inch across by 4 3/4 down. You score at 1/4 inch on 3 sides, so you end up with that. Yeah. So you need 2 of these. That's the other one. And then this is your base. This is 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. Score 1/4 inch all round. You'll end up with that. Okay? Right, let's take the measurement. I'll put all the measurements up later. I do have the template. If you would like the template, please, you can PM me, or you can join our group, which is Carder and Mini Crafters UK, Ireland and International Group on Facebook. If you'd like to join, just click the join button and we will let you in the group. We have various swaps going off at the moment. It's quite a nice little group. So now here we go, we cut these corners out on all the things that's been scored. Looks like snow here today. It's the sky is very heavy. I know some places have got it already, haven't they? There we go, that's the 2 sides. This is the base. You don't need to cover the base, obviously. I would say you need pretty thick card. The card that I'm using is 250 GSM, and that's strong enough. I wouldn't think you'd need any stronger, but this is quite a good quality card. Right, you score your folds, nice and crisp folds. Okay, so right, the first thing you need to do, I'm using wet glue. I use the Yoo-Hoo and I use this Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue. This is brilliant as well. I use this because you can move it about, and I never tend to line it up properly the first time, so I like that you can move. This is the top of the birdhouse. It'll go like that. Yeah, they'll slot in there like that. Okay, so now what you do, you need to stick your papers on, which I've cut all these. I've cut them bigger than I need to. Not for that one, is it? They're the squares, here we go. I've cut them bigger than I need to, obviously, for the... You can always cut them off. I'd rather cut them too big than too small and have to go through it all again. There we go, let's try and make some... I have drawn a line inside to the... I want it to... I don't know. Trim this. There we go. That's that one done. Quite easy once. I think the hardest part is cutting everything out, to be honest. That takes the time. This making the birdhouse doesn't take any time, really. I need to match that up. I can always trim it to match later when I've stuck it on. Then you can either stick the roof on or leave a flap. I leave a flap because I like to put a little mini book in it. I'll show you that when we've done. I like to put a mini book in, then put their photographs or whatever they like in it then. That looks okay. I hope you're seeing this. Yeah, it looks as if it's recording this time, thank goodness. The glue sticking to my scissors. Oh, it's not very straight, is it? Come on girl, get your act together. Better. Because it's white on white. That's better. There we are, that's the next one done. Now these ones, make sure I've got them the right way up, because yesterday I put the flowers upside down for some reason. But that's typical of me. That's it, yeah. You don't have to cover those because they're getting covered in, but I like to cover them, then they don't leave the white gap down the sides. It's your choice really. If you want to see the white card with a little gap then just cut the middles out and cut the middle bit. Goes that way. There we go. I like to fold that and make sure it's all stuck before I cut any more off. There, looks about right. Yeah. And a bit more glue on the corners, but that I can do that later, obviously. Like I say, these are quite easy to make up, and they do look nice and make lovely Christmas gifts. I did them for Christmas. You can put chocolates in them, you know, whatever you like really. I did some with chocolates, some with minis. And everybody that received them loved them, so I'm thinking of putting it up on a swap on our group. So if you'd like to join in, please come and join us. And we will open the door for you, as they say. Okay, that the right way up. Now, let me see. Oh, no, I've done it upside down. I don't believe it. Start again. I've done that one upside down. But it doesn't matter for the purpose. No, I can stick it the right way up. No, I haven't. No, sorry, it's me. I haven't. Whew. Don't think my mind's working properly today. I did have a roller, but it's broken. One of these paper things, you know, to roll it down, but it keeps falling off. I've lost the pin out of the end, and I went to get one yesterday and they'd sold out, so I'm just having to make do with what I've got. So I do like these to roll things down, just make it nice and flat, but it will keep coming off the end. That's the problem with it. Alright, cut again. Yeah, that's the other one done. Now, like I said, we don't need the base doing. Oh, I didn't show you the lid, sorry. The birdhouse. This, where are we? You will also need a top for your birdhouse. Just a plain square. This square is 7 inches long and, what is it, 5 inches down. And you score in the middle at 3.5. Yeah, that's the top of your birdhouse. But I've already covered one last night, which I'm going to use. I covered it in this paper, and I stuck the butterflies and things on it because I thought it was videoing, and it wasn't. So I should be using that one today, instead of making another one. Okay. Bend these in. And then we're ready to put the birdhouse together. Right, like I said, these are the tops of the birdhouse. This is what holds the lid. I've done that one upside down. I don't believe it. I have. There we go. I haven't done it upside down, look. Don't worry about it, we'll do this. I'll stick this one on. It's going to look silly with one side flowers going up and the other side going down. I'll just stick this on. Luckily I had a spare. Right, let me see. That way, that's the top, that way up, that's it. Let me see, make sure. Move it down. That's the top, they're going here. That, yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. Just shows how I'm human. Making mistakes. Okay. If you wanted, before you put the birdhouse together, you can always stain this, ink it. This is the inside. It's not going to be seen, but if you put in chocolates or a mini in it, you might want to decorate the inside a little bit instead of just leaving it plain white, but that's entirely up to you. I did it with the minis. When I put the minis in, I just stained the inside with the distress inks to the colour of the paper that I used, just to take the whiteness off. But like I say, it doesn't matter, it's your choice. Right, I've got it the right way up. Yes, I have. Yeah. Okay, right, let's go. Right, we're going to start putting together. This is your base, this is what holds everything together. And what we need to do is glue that, yeah? And then that will stick in like that, okay? For that one I'm going to use this glue. To rub it in with my finger, make sure it's gone all over. There we go. There. That's that one done. See how easy that is? And that's your start of your birdhouse. You can either have these outside or inside when you do them. I prefer them inside, but it's, you know, it's your choice, obviously. Right, we'll get the next one done. This glue's brilliant. Get it in any craft shop. It will stick anything. Very quick drying as well. But you do get a bit of sliding time, which is what I like about it. Okay, stick this one on. Wrong way. I nearly did it upside down, look. this is only my second tutorial, so you have to bear with me. There we go. Right, that's what your birdhouse looks like. Now, stick that in. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is put those inwards like that, and then I'm going to stick, I'll stick that down a little bit, I think. I'm going to put your fronts on these. Why do I do it? Let me just put the fronts on. What we need to do, glue on all these what we've, all these. You don't need much. And then I'm going to put that inside. And then I'm going to put the front of the house on. So we'll do this side first for you to see. This is a little bit fiddly, but once you get it, know what you're doing, it's not so bad. And then, because it's got to go at an angle, you've got to get the angle right, like that. Put the bottom down, yeah? And then you can move the sides to adjust. Oh, don't do this to me. There we go. There we are. Just hold that a bit. There, that's the front of your birdhouse. And now we do exactly the same to the top. I'm going to press this down with my bone folder, just make sure it's stuck properly. Nothing worse than decorating it and it falls to bits. Okay, that's that one done. Alright, we'll do the same with the back piece. Line the bottom up, whoops. Line the bottom up, all the corners, and it's already lined up for you because of the front piece. There we go. Let that set a little bit. Same again with you. Make sure it's stuck down properly. There we are. That one's not sticky. needs a little bit more glue, I think, that piece there. There we go, that's better. Get rid of mine. Right, this is your bases of your birdhouse, okay? And that folds in to support your top piece that you put on. Like that, because that sticks onto there, like that, and all folds down. You can stick both sides down if you want, but I like to leave one of the sides open, like I've done on this one. Put ribbon on it, and I've put the little mini inside. You know, you can do whichever you want, and just fasten it together with a peg decorated in the same paper. Okay, so that's that one. Right, now what we need to do is decide what you're wanting on the front. I'm going to put some of these beads around the front on here. Can you see that? Yeah, on here. So I'm going to use this glue for that, because you get more, it slides about more, because you need a lot of, well I do anyway, need a lot of give when I'm putting these on. Just means you have to hold them a little bit longer, but that's no hardship. I hope you can see that. My fingers are not in the way. Probably will be. Cut this off. Get the basic shape, and then I can stick it all on properly. I'll cut it to there, I think. That should be enough. In trouble with glue all of your hands, and it sticks to everything. There we go. There. Oh, wait a minute. That's not quite end up there. There we are. When that's dry properly, I'll cut that little bit off. So that's the first bit of the front. I've decided to use a selection of flowers and some of this, I think it's honeysuckle vine, I'm not sure what it's called. I'm going to use some of that on the side. I might have it running round the house, like that. I'm using this glue for these. Dabs on it all over. With it having a small nozzle, it's ideal for little things like this. But I'm sure you all know that anyway. There we go. I'm going to put it across like that, I think, yeah. And then twisted. Come on. Better. A little bit more on there. But you can decorate these how you like. I did one at Christmas, I did a Christmas one. That looked quite nice. There we are. And then I'm just going to put the selection of flowers. Where's my... there they are. Oh, I didn't get my leaves. I used them last night. I needed some more out. I'll get them in a minute. Just cut the things off. To move these for my cat because she carries them all around the house. I'm frightened of them getting stuck in her paws, and she just pinches everything. She tips my bin over. She's into everything. Mischievous she is. I like to use these little ones for filling in, and these little roses. I might not use them all, but they're done then, aren't they? In case. Oh, that's gone on the floor. There it is. There we go. That should do. Upstairs.